Good morning, one and all. Today's topic is company meetings. So, let's start with the topic. Meaning of company meetings. A meeting may be defined as any gathering, assembly of two or more persons in a particular place to discuss some lawful business of common interest and take decisions in the form of resolution on the basis of opinion expressed by the members present at the meetings. So, meeting is generally between two or more persons who comes together for a healthy discussion of common interest of business, as well taking decisions with the consent of each member present out in the meeting. All right. So, for public company meeting, minimum 5 members are required. For a private company meeting, minimum 2 members are required for conducting any valid meeting. Students, you can also take the examples of meeting, that is student committee meetings being organized in the college or cultural club meetings being organized in the college are some of the examples which will help you understand the concept of meetings. All right, then the next is requisites of a valid meeting. So here are some of the requisites or the requirements which we need to be fulfilled for attending or for making a valid company meetings. So we will discuss all these in the next slides. First one is meeting must be called by proper authority. So generally, a meeting is being called by the board of directors for passing or taking any kind of decision. All right. Then the next is proper notice. A proper notice should be given to each member, editor, and director of the company who is being entitled to attend that meeting. A notice is generally an informatory statement which is describing the venue, place, time for the meeting, as well as also explaining or describing the agenda of the meeting. And this notice should be given to the members before the 21 days of the meeting is going to be held as per the rules or regulations of the law. All right, then the next is requisite quorum. Quorum is a new term for you guys. A quorum is the minimum number of members required for making a company meeting valid. So as I discussed in the previous slide, for a public company minimum 5 members are required, and for a private company minimally 2 members are required. Hence such kind of quorums are needed to be maintained for making a company meeting valid. In the absence of such quorums, no meeting can be held. All right, and then the next is properly conduct. So for conducting a valid meeting, it should be according to the rules, that is the rule book of the company, and company's rule book is the article of association. So the article of association is generally explaining the requisites for conducting a valid meeting. Hence we also need to follow such rules and regulations for making a valid company meeting. All right, then this next is chairman. Every meeting must be headed by a chairman, as you know, and the chairman should be elected by a proper way and must be an impartial person for taking any decision for the benefit of the company. And the last one is proper record. Generally, when a meeting is being conducted, a proper record is always maintained through the proper format, that is called minutes of meeting. That is a proper format which explains that what kind of discussions or what kind of things was done or being done in that meeting. All right, so that format is generally prepared, that is the proper record for the meeting. Or if any person who is not able to attend that meeting due to some reasons, that he or she can consider that minute books or minutes of meeting for understanding what kind or what sort of discussions was done in the meeting. All right, then the next, now let's discuss what is proxy in company meeting. A member may appoint another person to attend and vote at a meeting on his behalf. Such other person is known as proxy. All right. A proxy can be appointed or can be allowed only when if the articles of the company is authorizing. All right, if the article is giving permission, then only any member who is not able to attend that meeting will hire or appoint any person on his behalf to conduct that meeting. And for conducting that meeting by the proxy, they need to deposit the company a proxy form within 48 hours before the meeting, because it is needed that should be the information should be given to each and member that member's place a proxy is going to attend that meeting. All right, then the next are the resolutions. Resolution, as I discussed in the definition, resolution are the decisions, formal decisions which are taken place in the meetings, and in these decisions where the majority of the persons is casting that vote under that decision is called as resolutions. So further we have two kinds of resolutions, ordinary resolution and special resolution. Firstly, we will discuss ordinary resolution. An ordinary resolution is one which can be passed by a simple majority. It means where the half or more than the half of the members present in the meeting is in favor of that decision. Such kind of decision is passed and called as ordinary resolution. And such decisions are usually for declaring dividends, appointment of auditors, electing directors, or passing any annual account. So such kind of resolutions are ordinary resolution. Next is special resolution. As the name is suggesting, it is a special kind of resolution in which the majority is of 75%. It means if the members present in the meeting are agreeing or showing their consent for the decision and the majority is up to 75%, then such kind of decision passed is through special resolution. All right, hence the next is the kinds of company meetings. So let's start the discussion on the kinds of company. We have three kinds: meeting with the members, meeting with the directors, and meeting with the creditors. Firstly, meeting with the members includes the annual general meetings, extraordinary general meetings, and class meetings. So class meetings are generally the meetings with the shareholders which are being organized for the alteration in the rights or privileges or conversion of from one class of shares to another. Then in such case, such kind of meetings are being conducted, and such meetings are called class meetings. Then the meetings with the directors are generally called board meetings or committee meetings. And last one is creditors meetings. Creditors meetings are the generally meetings with the creditors of the company. First one is debenture holders meeting. As you know, debenture holders are the long-term debts of the company. They are providing loans to the company for the long time period. So if in case any alteration is required in the debenture trust deed, then such kind of meeting is being conducted, and the creditors meeting is generally conducted by the court of law in case of the winding up of the company. All right, so let's discuss the next types in the further slides. First one is annual journal meetings under section 96. Definition. So AGM is the regular meeting of the members of the company held annually for the purpose of transacting company's ordinary business. As the name is suggesting, the members or the shareholders are required to conduct that meeting once in a year. Then the frequency of meeting. This meeting is generally conducted once in a year, and the gap between two annual journal meetings should not be more than 15 months, and the company may hold its first annual journal meeting within a period of not more than 15 months from the date of incorporation. The registrar may, for some special reason, can extend the period of AGM by a period not more than 3 months. All right, for the only for the first annual journal meeting in case. All right, then the next is every annual journal meeting should be called for at a time during business hours only, on a day that is not a public day, and shall be held either at the registrar office of the company or some place within the same city, town or village where the registrar office of the company is located. The next is extraordinary journal meetings under section 100 of the Companies Act. Every journal meeting other than annual journal meeting or adjourned meeting is an extraordinary meeting. As the name is suggesting, generally we have discussed in the previous slide that AGM is generally organized once in a year. So in some cases, in some situations, or in some emergency situations, a company or board of members or the members is required to organize a meeting in on urgent basis. Such meetings are called extraordinary journal meetings. All right, and when such kind of meetings can't be wait or can be decided till the next AGM meeting, so in short notice they have to urgently call that meeting, that is called extraordinary journal meetings. Next is the board meetings. Board meetings, as the name is suggesting, it is being conducted or organized by the board of directors, and the purpose of the board of meeting is generally for setting the journal business policies or for the internal working of the organization. All right, frequency of meetings, hence at least once in every 3 calendar months and 4 meetings in every years. It means generally every board meeting should be conducted in each 3 months of the year. So in a year there are about 4 to 5 board meetings is being organized in the company. Under section 25, a company which is not an association, not for profit, needs to hold only one meeting in 6 months. There is exemption for such kind of organizations or the companies. Then notice of meetings, as we all know, notice must be given in written to each and every member or every director for the meeting. All right, Then this was the topic. Thank you everyone. I hope you understand this topic. Thanks.